Wow, Carice, you look excited.
Yeah. I'm excited because I'm going to introduce you. And
we're going to introduce each other.
Yeah. Who's going to start?
I don't know, but first of all, let me say to these people, hello, welcome to
hello.
this. Hello. Hi there. Whoa. Hi. Didn't see all of you out there. This is
All of you.
There could be tens of them, Carice.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Tens upon tens, maybe even hundreds. Who knows what this is going to become. This is a little sneak preview of our brand new podcast, Let's Get Lyrical.
Let's get lyrical.
And with me today, as always, is Carice van Houten, a Dutch actress and producer. You may know her from such blockbuster television shows as Game of Thrones
Melisandro Zivrozics.
and the recent adaptation of Dangerous Liaisons on the Starz Network.
She tried to take my husband.
She's also a Golden Calf winner in her home country for a number of roles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 Golden Calves for films in Dutch, including Black
Book. I did a lot of films with black in the title. Black Death, Black Book, Black Butterflies.
Not Black Swan. That was
No,
someone else.
true. No,
Yeah.
actually, Black Swans, but a Dutch version, like a Dutch. The title was Black Swans. In fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mother extraordinaire, Mother of the Year. That's the I'd say that's the biggest award.
Ah, thank you. That is
welcome.
the biggest award, in fact.
Right? And the most rewarding.
Yes.
So I hear. I've never been a mother myself. Maybe it'll happen someday. That's my co-host. Who are you co-hosting this with, Carice?
This guy over there, that's Daniel Maté. I mean, I've known him pretty short, but we clicked instantly, mostly about music, about musical theater, about lyrics, about therapy, about mental health. We have a lot of stuff in common, I think, even. He knows a little bit more than me, I think, about lyrics. You're a little bit more anal than me in that sense. Or you're anal. You're an extreme lover of the word. Let's put it that way.
Well, I am a professional lyricist as well. I write lyrics for musical theater. So I listen to them like a craftsperson, not just like a fan, which can be a drawback because I'm often listening technically rather than just sitting back and enjoy it. But that's why we go together like shamalama, ramalama, ding dong.
Nice one. Also,
Grease reference for you there.
Yeah. And that's, of course, for the listener who is really awake, because Let's Get Lyrical, you get the bridge.
Oh, a little Olivia Newton-John tie-in there.
Also, did I mention that you're an author? You just co-wrote.
You didn't.
Bestselling.
But I'm fine if you want to mention that. Yeah.
Yes, you are the co-writer of a very interesting, very inspiring book called The Myth of Normal that you co-wrote with your dad, Mr. Gabor Maté, and that's basically how we sort of got to know each other, because I was interested in his work, and then we got talking, and so that's how we got up. What we end up here.
We had a very memorable and what will someday be a legendary coffee in New York City's Chinatown. And we got talking, and within 10 minutes, I was like, oh, other things I do include a YouTube channel, because I've had a YouTube channel for a couple of years called Lyrics to Go. Welcome back to Lyrics to Go. I am Daniel Maté. I couldn't call this podcast that for reasons we'll get into in episode 1. This is just a little
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
You know what, Carice? Actually, after sitting with it for about 2 weeks, I actually prefer this title, Let's Get Lyrical.
Oh, that's good.
It's much more inviting. More people have heard of the Olivia Newton-John song than the Tribe Called Quest song that Lyrics to Go is. But Lyrics to Go is maybe I'll come back to it, but it's a YouTube channel where I broke down in a very, very nerdy, anal way, fine way of saying it, lyrics of all kinds, and gave people like sort of insight into the technical craft and broke down all kinds of different lyricists. And I told you about it, and you were just like, oh my God, I love music. I love lyrics. I'm a huge fan of so many things. And it didn't take me long before I said, you want to do a podcast together?
Yep. And that's
And you
how
were
it
just-
went, people.
And that's how it went. So here we are, and this is our brand new podcast, and you can subscribe to it right now. Hit subscribe if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, I don't know, wherever you get your podcasts. Let's just talk about what the show's going to be. Number one, you can already tell, hanging out with these two, it's just a barrel of fun. So roll out the barrel.
The barrel.
But really just hanging out together and talking about songs the way you do with your friends. And what I love about this concept is that lyrics imitate life. Lyrics are written from life. And I feel like in the episodes we've recorded so far, we delve into one song and then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, we're talking about something that happened when we were 3 or something that's going on in the world, because our minds just sort of free associate, and you and I have very free associative minds. So you and I are going to be talking about basically everything under the sun, whatever the lyrics we're talking about bring up for us, right?
Yeah, we might be talking about Steely Dan, and within 5 minutes we're talking about Meghan and Harry. Who knows?
Especially if the Steely Dan song we're listening to is The Royal Scam.
I really love the fact that we can go off book so much, because that's my way anyway. I don't really know how to stick to one track. So I'm very happy with this concept.
Much of the podcast will be Carice being like, I don't know that song, Daniel. Here's what I think of it.
I'm also going to make it a sport to come up with songs that you have never heard of.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's definitely make sure that happens. If this show has a mission, really, it's to make people listen closer to the lyrics, and for people who say, oh, I don't listen to the words at all, to encourage you to make it worthwhile for you to listen closer, because I think knowing what people are singing about almost always makes the listening experience better, or at least funnier.
Yeah.
Sometimes it ruins the song, and we'll probably do an episode on songs that if you know the lyrics, it actually ruins it.
It already happened a little bit.
So yeah, we'll be doing episodes by various topics, including songs about sex, songs about the weather,
God,
songs about God, songs with God in the title, songs about parenting, musical theater songs, maybe songs
guilty
by particular
pleasures.
Guilty pleasure songs, absolutely. So a whole lot, and we would love to take suggestions as well. And one way you can do that is to send us an email at letsgetlyricalpod@gmail.com. And another way that you can really support the show and get even more content, because it's one thing to support us and be a kind and generous person, but you should also be a self-interested person. So if you're going to support us, make sure you get your full value for your money. And that's what our Patreon is for. So Patreon is a website where you can support your favorite YouTube hosts and podcasters and content creators by subscribing for a low monthly fee. For us, it's $5 a month. And you get a whole lot for that. Number one, you get to see every single episode in full on YouTube in a video format. So not just listening. And the advantage of that is in full technical, absolutely, like the Wizard of Oz when they step into Oz, and it'll make your experience that much more vivid, and just on a basic level, you've got the lyrics in front of you, so you can actually read along while we're playing the songs and talking about them. So that's a plus. Also, if you are a Patreon subscriber, you'll get a full version of each episode. What do I mean? Well, if you're listening to a full version, you're getting maybe 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes of extra content, which is extra banter, extra jokes, extra references that Carice doesn't get, extra moments where I'm being OCD.
You have ADD and OCD.
When it comes to lyrics, it might seem like I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I have an ADD diagnosis, and maybe a few others too.
Sorry to bring that up first thing, people.
I know a few things about you too, Carice van Houten.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah.
So you get to have the full version, which is, many extra minutes of content, extra song references, extra song clips, extra analysis and banter and all that good stuff. You also get custom playlists of songs from each episode, so you can go back and listen to them in full and enjoy them on your own time, and other perks, which you can read about at patreon.com/letsgetlyrical. So that's the pitch, folks. We are really excited to be doing this. We have no idea what's going to happen, but we've already recorded a few episodes and are having the time of our lives, as Green Day might say. We should end this because we don't want to give you a full episode before the show even launches. We will be launching it in the new year. So please subscribe right now so that you don't miss it. Stay tuned on our social media feeds. I'm Daniel B. Maté, M-A-T-E. She's Leave Carice Alone, but do the opposite.
Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone.
Don't leave her alone.
Don't leave me alone.
You don't want to see what happens when Carice is left alone. And that's it. Anything else to say, Carice?
No, you're so good at this. Like, let me not ruin this.
Oh God. I hope so. I don't feel
yeah,
so
you're pretty, you sound pretty together when you do this kind of stuff. Like, yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm the great pretender. Pretending I know how to host a show. Carice and me will make you laugh, you see. So press subscribe before we have to go. All right. That's enough. No.
This is my best rap.
We're gonna get you to rap before this is over.
And we take a little piece of Amsterdam, right?
I'm gonna play you some good hip hop lyrics on this show. Yeah,
okay.
For sure. So much to listen to. Thank you for watching. Let's get lyrical, folks. Subscribe now, and we'll see you when the show launches in 2023, January. Bye for now.
Bye.
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 See ya.
Let's get lyrical. It's a miracle how he gets so lyrical. This is lyric. Kicking lyrics right to your brain.
Let's get skipping reels of rhyme.
Lyrical.
These words are mine.
Let's get lyrical.
Podcast
With Carice and Daniel.